It's been 3 months since my surgery. Let's do some rehab. My patella is still hurting if you've been following along with what I've kind of been going through and the exercises that I've been doing. So my physical therapist has had to get very creative in how we're gonna make my quad strong enough. Here are 3 exercises that you can follow along with if they've been approved for you, that have been helping me strengthen my quads so that I am not noticing that patella pain. The first thing we're gonna do is a pressing exercise. The second thing we're gonna do is wall sits. I'm finally bringing them back. And the third thing we're gonna do is similar to an isometric hold. So let's go ahead and do the first one. We're gonna do 3 times 30 seconds of this one. This exercise, where your toes are going to be curled under, you're going to be on your knees and on your hands, and you're going to push up just like this. And I've been told to sink my hips back a little bit. I'm trying to think of what I'm going to call this one. I don't know what it's called. Oh, I'll figure it out later. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. You're going to press up and hover your knees off the ground. Maybe I'll call it the hover press. I'm trying to decide what I'm actually gonna call this exercise, since I don't know what its formal name is. It's kind of like an ab exercise to me, but I definitely feel it in my quads as well, and I'm not feeling the pain in my knee when I do it like this. Okay, done with the first set on that one. So basically, my physical therapist has had to throw a lot of different exercises at me to see which ones are going to be helpful, because I've been told that when you're thinking about the pain, if your pain is too great, that's all your mind is kind of thinking about, and you're not using your brain to engage your quad and turn your quad on. So you gotta do something where you're like, I feel this burn in my quads, and I'm feeling the burn more than I'm feeling any kind of like pain. That's kind of the approach that I've been given so far, especially in the past few weeks when I've been feeling a lot of pain. Let's go for it. Round 2, 3, 2, 1, up. Wow, I kind of jumped up on that one. It's so weird to be doing this while not doing a plank. I feel like I've done a plank so much on this yoga mat recently. 10 seconds left. And done. One more set of those. Hopefully you're feeling your quads when you're doing those. If not, then I think what they were telling me was to kind of get my hips back more. That'll make you feel your quads more. At least that's what my experience has been. After this next set, we're gonna be moving on to wall sits. And I haven't done wall sits in my videos for a very long time, but they're quickly becoming one of my favorites again, because I can't do a very deep squat right now, but against the wall, I can. And so I'm glad to be practicing that position, even if I'm not able to physically get into it myself without assistance. Let's do this last set of 30 seconds. And you can do this for like 5 times 30 seconds, 4 times 30 seconds. We did it more than I'm doing it right now in PT today, but this is just what I'm showing you at the moment. 3, 2, 1, up. I really feel my left quad engaging here, which is nice. This exercise reminds me of a different one that I tried in the gym the other day. It does look stupid, so you kind of have to just get over yourself. And I did, and I filmed it, so I will show you kind of what it looked like over here. It really was helping me feel my quad though too, so do what you gotta do, you know? Let's change the camera positioning for wall sits. All right, let's get into our first wall sit. We're going to try for 45 seconds. All right, go. Sorry if this positioning is not great. This camera at the moment, this is the best I could do for today. So what I'm often feeling when I'm trying to engage my quad, other than some patella pain, is I feel like little jolts of my quad like really coming to life, and then it subsides again. And maybe it only subsides like halfway, but it doesn't feel like it's all the time, all the way there. It's actually been pretty okay throughout these past 30 seconds, but it's definitely hard. It's very, very hard. I will acknowledge that. 3, 2, 1. Be careful getting out of this. Oh, okay. All right, let's rest for a second. I'm like pulsating my knee up and down. It just wants to feel alive again. And it does, it's feeling more alive every day. Oh, something else I forgot to mention that I might have mentioned in a video before is, I meant to do it today, but I just totally forgot. Before my rehab sessions, I've been doing like moving my patella around. You're like, what are you doing? Moving my patella around, right? Like this, 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 this. I don't know the medicalness on why that makes everything better, but I think it's just loosening everything up, getting everything to work well. All right, let's go ahead and do our second set. We're doing 3 sets of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Something that also happened today when I was at PT was they were testing me like walking forward and backwards. I was actually just doing an exercise for them. And I was asking whether my hip was going up or down like enough or too much when I was walking forward, since they commented on something I was doing when walking backward, and I was very grateful for that comment since I could correct myself. But forward, I was like, I don't know if I have this completely down again. Like it doesn't feel completely balanced to me. And I was right. And I'll show you what they have me do in a moment to remedy that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, only one more set of that. Great. All right, we're taking a 45-second rest. So when I was walking forward, I wasn't lifting this hip like up enough. So basically I did a set of these things, and that is supposed to help. It's just like an imbalance in your glute. And me, I feel like it's just an imbalance in the way like my brain has remembered to be walking recently, since I'm just always so used to like falling on my right foot to catch me after feeling a little like shaky on my left step. It sucks because I'm like, I want to have balanced walking. I don't want to relearn how to walk, but that's how it kind of is just going. Let's do our last set of our wall sit. I'm gonna try to get low on this one, challenge myself. I've been feeling okay. I haven't been feeling much pain. Let's get into it. Ooh, that's low. Okay, 45 seconds. I can feel it like go on and off sometimes. It won't always be like this. It'll be better one day. So right now, my pain is manageable in the front of my knee, like on my patella, that sharp pain that I usually have. I can feel kind of the soreness around it at the moment, but it's doing so much better than a few days ago. 20 seconds left. So I'm able to work it out right now. I'm feeling myself lean a little bit heavily on my right side right now. This is the last hard one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and sorry, that was me counting up for the last 5 seconds. All right, let's go over there for these isometric holds. Hey, I forgot to mention you're gonna need a chair. So if you can, get a chair And if you do have an ankle weight and you're used to doing these and you know what to use it for, then go ahead and do that as well. I'm going to be doing this motion, engaging my quad. My knee always hurts like right here about that. Getting it up to a height at which I can hold. And I'm gonna have my ankle weight down on my ankle there. And we're gonna be holding for 3 sets of 45 seconds. I've also done these where it's like a set of 10 or 20 or something. Those usually hurt me more since I have less of pain when holding it and more just by like kicking out. It is really not bad pain for me right now, so I'm able to work through it. I have had multiple days though where I cannot do this because my brain is focused too much on the patella pain that I'm having. Let's put the ankle weight on. Okay, now we've got that on our knee. You ready? Put my foot out and up. This is going surprisingly well for me today, actually. And 45 seconds starting now. This is hard. I hope that it's easier for you than it is for me, but I am constantly like wondering in my brain, am I turning my quad on enough? Is the pain too much? Right now the pain is fine for me, but it is just hard to engage. I also have found this one easier to feel my quad when I am leaning back on the machine in the gym. I don't necessarily even use the weight that comes with it, right? I take in my ankle weight and I'll sit there and it can make it easier for me to feel my quad. And down. Like I said in that last set, I'm actually really impressed that I'm doing so well with this today, and maybe it's because my quad is finally getting stronger. I've been doing these exercises for like a week pretty consistently now. I just want to run, jump, and fly again, you know? Like, I mean, I couldn't fly before this injury, but I'm hoping that that will be able to happen after I've gone through all the PT. I deserve something, damn it. After all of this I've gone through, I deserve something, some extra perk. All right, let's go up for our second set of 45 seconds holding. You know, this is actually a really good substitution for the isometric hold with the belt, if you've ever done that one. It kind of just like didn't occur to me until I was told about it, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is the same thing, just with a different type of resistance. All of the PT things like make sense. They all fit together in a way that you probably only really recognize if you're a physical therapist. 10 seconds left. I'm always just like feeling my quad engage, disengage, engage, disengage. It's gonna happen though. One day it's just gonna be firing on all cylinders. All right, we're done with that one. My knee is hurting a little bit more now, but we're getting it done. We got one set left. This has been awesome. I'm not ending these. I definitely have like more things to show. And I also am like really, really focused on just getting it done in the next few weeks. And a lot of my things are like being done in the gym now and not here at home. Okay, let's do our last set. Getting up into the isometric hold and go. Ooh, I should do this with my other ankle weight on as well, so it's not just 3 pounds. I should see if I can tolerate like 6 pounds with this. That would be cool. We've already gotten through 20 seconds. We're doing great. Okay. 10 seconds left. They hooked me up to the Russian today, again in PT, so I got some more shocks to help shock my leg back to life, and we're done. It always really hurts me on the way back down, so I'm just gonna there we go, let myself down easy on that one. Thank you so much for watching and participating along, if you were able to, and if this is something that you have been following along with. Until then, I will see you in my next adventure video. Bye.